So today we're back with one video that I did last year, the worst contracts rebuild. I'm talking some of the worst contracts I've ever seen in baseball. Like I need a good agent. I need one of their agents because man, this is unbelievable what some of these players were able to swindle. So today we're going to talk about the worst contracts in baseball. We're going to throw them all on a team and we're going to see how they do. So if you do enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoy the content. And of course, get in the comment section. If I missed out any that you think should have been on this team, let me know who you thought deserves to be on the worst contracts team. That's really all it is. Let's hop into it. If you missed last video, I'll put a link to it up here in the top corner. Go and give it a watch. And here we go. All right, wrong button. So when we hop into this, I picked the Royals. I don't know why. I probably should have picked the team with the better budget, but we'll see how this goes. Obviously universal DH, and I don't know what this team's gonna do. I don't know how this team is. It's just an old team with a lot of money being involved. So let's hop into it. Let's take a look at this wonderful team that we have. So we're gonna start it off here with the one, the only Zach Greinke. He's making big time money. Let me get my little handy dandy notebook that has all the contracts ready for me. Greinke's got a 6-year, $206 million contract. 6 years, $206 million. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but that's a big contract. So we got that. Next up, we're gonna have Yu Darvish. Yu Darvish is 6 years, $126. Not sure he lives up to that. We've got Johnny Cueto. Cueto's with 6 years, $130. Danny Duffy, 5 years, $65 million. Wow. Jordan Zimmerman, we have 5 years, $110 million. Yikes, we got that one. And then of course we've got the newly, kind of the new guy to the MLB, Yusei Kikuchi. Yusei Kikuchi's 4 years, $56 million. And after last year, yikes. You know what I'm saying? Yikes. So let's keep going. I think that might be actually it. No, Tyler Chatwood should be part of the MLB squad. His contract wasn't great either. It was 3 years, $38 million. And then we've got Nathan Eovaldi. His is 4 years, $68 million. And then the wonderful Alex Cobb, 4 years, $57 million. I mean, where can I sign up for that kind of stuff? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send some of these guys down that shouldn't be on the team. Really, the only reliever I think is supposed to be Wei-Yin Chen. I know he's not getting paid as much with the Mariners, but he's still getting paid on that Marlins contract, which was 5 years, $80 million. Whew, gross stuff there. Ian Kennedy is making 5 years, $70 million. And then Wade Davis was 3 years, $52 million. Talk about big money there. We'll make sure he's still on the squad. We definitely will. Buster Posey just opted out in real life. He's sitting pretty. 100% he's sitting pretty. 8 years, $159 million. And the backup catcher, I was a little unsure of. I could have gone Salvador Perez. I could have gone Yachty. Catchers, they don't get a lot of big contracts. And Yachty, he's still putting up decent numbers, but 3 years is $60 million. I thought was kind of a big contract, so I thought I'd throw it on there. So I'm not hating on the contract. It's just I needed another catcher, and he was kind of the next big one besides Salvador Perez. First base, we've got so many to talk about. We've got Miggy, 8 years, $240. We've got Marwin Gonzalez, who's 2 years, $21 million. That is too much for Marwin Gonzalez. Way too much. Eric Hosmer, he's making 144 over 8 years. Albert Pujols, 10 years, $240. And we're talking about Chris Davis here. Basically the main reason we're making this. He has a 7-year, $161 million deal. Second base, we've got Dustin Pedroia, 6 years, $85. Rougned Odor, 6 years, $49 million. I'm sorry, Rougned Odor is making almost $50 million. Come on. Third base, no one should be there. Shortstop, we've got Elvis Andrus. Elvis Andrus, 8 years, $120 million. Elvis Andrus does not, does not deserve that kind of money. This man hits nothing but singles. He just doesn't deserve that kind of money. I'm sorry. Elvis Andrus is an okay player, but no. Ryan Braun, 5 years, $105 million. Ian Desmond, 5 years, $70 million. And then in right field, we've got Jason Hayward, 8 years, 184, and Dexter Fowler, 5 years, 82, I think it is. Yeah, 82, 92. It's one of the two, but it's too much money. So that's the team. I'm gonna make sure Wade Davis and Chris Davis don't get booted out of the squad. But man, are we not sitting pretty? You know, I mean, this is just yikes. We're gonna throw Kikuchi in the middle relief spot. We don't really have a I feel like I need another reliever. I'm gonna have to go find one because we definitely need another reliever. All right, so I screwed up. I ain't got the budget to make it. I probably would have thrown Andrew Miller into the mix. Good pitcher, just no. Unfortunately, just no. So I guess we're gonna have to rock something like this and hope it works out. We're gonna see how this team does. We're gonna sim it for a season. I'm gonna move the lineup a little bit. But yeah, look at it. It's not a good team. It's really not. It's not. Just I don't know what we're gonna do here. So we're gonna have to make it work somehow. You guys can see the lineup. I'm definitely gonna jumble it up a little bit, see what we can do. Offensively, it's not terrible. Pitching though, it is terrible. It is god awful. So let's see what we can do with this squad and hopefully maybe make the postseason. We'll have to wait and see. So 1 year sim with this team. I don't even know if we're going to be able to rebuild the squad because we're so far in debt. $6 million in debt, and not a lot of players become free agents. So, and that's like $6 million per week. That's not even like $6 million for the whole year. So we're in debt by quite a bit. I'm gonna see what we can do with the squad. I'll see you guys at the end of it. All right, so here we go. It didn't go too great. It wasn't terrible. I mean, we finished 81 and 81, so like it's not a terrible season. Definitely not too bad. I was expecting a lot worse. Looking at the standings, 17 games out in the Central. We're ranked 26th. I'm not even gonna show you. We're pretty bad. So we'll take a look around the league, see how everybody's doing. And I mean, looking at it, it's not terrible. You know, like I'm looking at different things here and there, and like, okay, I mean, we just didn't do too great. You know, we were 9 games out in the wild card. I just feel like we definitely need to be a little bit better. And we'll take a look at some of the league leaders. Marcus Semien was the best for batting average, along with Paul Goldschmidt. And anything else that kind of stands out, doubles 54 and second place was 45. Doubles was pretty close for the American League. We've got triples, home runs, Yelich. Okay, I think I saw Hunter Pence. Really? Okay. Hunter Pence. All right, for triples. We've got 53 for Trout and 46 for Yelich. Awards. We do have an award. A Gold Glove for Zach Greinke. I'm pretty sure he's won quite a bit. So I definitely think that's realistic, I would say. So we've got Sale and Kershaw for Cy Young. And then looking at the rest, pretty standard. I've seen a lot of Yoshi Tsutsugo to the Athletics recently. Like way too much in rebuild. Like that's just happening way too often. Like that's kind of scary how often it's happening. So let's take a look. Let's see what we're doing here with the pitching. Tyler Chatwood, Wei-Yin Chen, Alex Cobb, pretty bad. Kikuchi, not terrible. Okay, we're moving in the right direction. Wade Davis was all right. Nathan Eovaldi, pretty good actually. And then Ian Kennedy was solid as well. So you know what? We can work with some of those stats that we have there. Zach Greinke, not terrible. All right, so we can work with that. Yu Darvish, we can't do anything there. That's pretty bad. Johnny Cueto was all right. Danny Duffy was all right. And then Jordan Zimmerman. So really just Yu Darvish was the terrible eyesore for pitching. Dustin Pedroia had a pretty lackluster season. Yachty, kind of the same thing. Chris Davis, what I'd expect from Chris Davis. Ian Desmond, pretty similar to what he's been doing for his career. Pujols had 3 at-bats, 1 hit, and 2 walks. You know what? That's called production right there. That's called he did what he needed to do. Elvis Andrus, hitting, doing career numbers. He's definitely putting up what you would expect from Elvis Andrus. Jason Hayward had a career year. Like, that's insane. Jason Hayward putting up some silly numbers. Miggy put up some solid numbers. Ryan Braun was lackluster. Hosmer, the same, lackluster. Marwin Gonzalez was pretty bad. Dexter Fowler. I'm sorry, Dexter Fowler, 25 home runs, 873 OPS, almost a 500 slugging. What's going on here with Dexter Fowler and Jason Hayward? Who's teaching them how to hit all of a sudden? And then Buster Posey, Buster Posey. Talk about some solid production at the plate. And then Rougned Odor was, whatever. 523 OPS. 523. I'm pretty sure a baby does better. 523 OPS. Come on. And then Odor was, it was okay. Whatever. Off-season time. I don't even know if we can afford anybody. I don't even know if we can keep anybody. The Yankees defeat the Brewers. And we're going to do one more season. We're going to see what we can do with this team. I don't even know if we can sign anybody. Ian Desmond, Molina, and Albert Pujols all retired. So those are 3 people off the books. Pujols went into the Hall of Fame. We're over budget and we're unable to sign any free agents unless they free up some salary. Okay. Like, what are we supposed to do? Like, just let them walk, I guess. Like, how much over are we? 3 million? I don't even think we can trade anybody. Like, Greinke has to go. Can we even get anything from Greinke? Let's see. Kiermaier and Nick Bitsko. I mean, that's not a bad one. Austin Martin and Randall Grichuk. That's actually not a terrible trade either. Tim Anderson, Jared Kelly, and Aaron Bummer. Tim Anderson, Fabregas, and Crochet. Oh, I mean, there's actually some decent trades here for Greinke. So I might kind of see what we can find. I'm going to take that Blue Jays deal. Grichuk and Martin. Martin may not be ready just yet, but I'm going to throw him into the lineup anyways because we need a better hitter than Elvis Andrus. So there's one deal. So one guy I did want to add to the team was Chris Davis, but I felt like we could possibly avoid him. I am going to avoid Chris Davis once again. I'm going to go for Cody Stashik here for Yu Darvish. I know it's within the division, but I feel like this is a, like, whatever happens, rebuild anyways. So I'm gonna make that trade. I somehow found a way to get Lourdes Gurriel. This might end up just being a Blue Jays team, but we're gonna make this deal. Buster Posey's about as good as a box of crayons, so let's get him out of here. All right, I'm just gonna try to help us out maybe a little bit. I'm gonna take Drew Pomeranz. It doesn't really help us out that much. I mean, I guess I could just be like really stingy and be like, here, I'll take Melvin Adon. Because I guess I'm going to take Melvin Adon. Let's go see what we can do in free agency. So exclusive negotiations. I guess I'm not signing any of these guys back. Realistically, none of them did too much anyways. So hopefully that kind of opens up some money for us. Let's see. It does a little bit. Arbitration, we have none. Contracts, we have like minor leaguers. So that helps out a little bit. But realistically, we don't have like any money to spend. So I got to be super smart about what I do. This is what we're looking like currently. It looks terrible and we have nothing, absolutely nothing. So what I'm gonna have to do is just kind of wait until arbitration, see if we can get some cheap deals out of some trades. There are some nice players in free agency that I might be able to get on the cheap, but it's looking unlikely. So let's see what I can do, what kind of magic I can brew up. I'll see you guys for the second season. All right, so the first trade, we need a catcher. I'm going to go Wilson Contreras for Brady Singer, Bobby Witt, and Eric Pena. I need a backup catcher. There wasn't any good ones in free agency. That's why I went for like a good one right away. Cervelli, we could just keep going and see. Wellington Castillo, yeah, sure, man. Here, you can have some cash. I can't afford a catcher. What? Oh, okay. All right, let's take a look at the team, see what we're rocking for this year. So you guys can see Cueto, Duffy, Kikuchi, Zimmerman, and Eovaldi. There's that. Like I tried so hard to just get the contracts as low as I could with players, and let me tell you, it's not easy to sign players when your team sucks. So it looks like Austin Martin's going to be our shortstop. Contreras obviously is going to be our catcher. And this is kind of the team. Like offensively, we weren't terrible last year. It's just we weren't amazing. And I'm definitely going to move, Contreras up in the lineup. But this is kind of what we're looking like. It doesn't look good at all. And with this rebuild, it makes it tough because like obviously you want to keep a lot of these guys. And I guess I could have made it no budget, but then it just makes it difficult. So this is what we're going to do for season 2. You guys can see we are over budget. And we kept the core of the team. Like, we didn't get rid of every single player. We just got rid of like our best players. So I mean, I could have turned on no budget, and then I could have gone out and signed whoever I wanted, and I feel like that's kind of cheating. So being able to still put together a semi-respectable team with this restriction of a budget, we moved up from 26th to 24th, so that's a good step in the right direction. But yeah, this is the team. You guys can see it. It's not fantastic. Miguel Cabrera is 100% not going to be leading off. It'll probably be something kind of like maybe Odor up there. I don't know. It's going to be some sort of variation like this. The team isn't great. We'll see what we can do with it. Like I said, we kept the main, like a big core of the team. And I could have gone out. I could have like traded like every single player on the team, but that's kind of cheating. I just wanted to see what we could do with small tweaks here and there to make this team a little bit better. So let's see how it goes. I'll see you guys for season 2, and just whatever happens, happens. So we got worse, and I'm not too happy about that. But you know what? I didn't expect much with that team. Like, with high budgets, it makes franchise so hard. 78 and 84. We'll take a quick look and see how things went. No league leaders, no awards, and yeah, as a team, 253 average. The ERA is not bad though, so it looks like the old players probably just dropped in overall, and we just were a bad team. So offensively, we just weren't there. The Pirates won the division. Okay, interesting. So let's take a look at league leaders, see how this went. Rendon, batting average leader, and then Cody Bellinger, and then you guys can see the rest as we go through it. So yeah, I'm just assuming that like a lot of our players dropped in overall, and we just didn't really have any good players on the team. I did see Grichuk and Austin Martin, so maybe that's something that we could look forward to. Soler, okay, I don't see any home run leaders. That sucks. Tatis for the National League. And then we take a look at awards. We've got Garrett Cole and Cody Bellinger as our MVPs. Cy Young, DeGrom, and Cole. Batting titles. Reliever of the year. Ooh, we have Petit there. So we've got something that was kind of close. And then nothing else really. So unfortunately, it's just kind of looking like one of those things where we just weren't good enough. You know, Danny Duffy was pretty bad. Chris Russin was pretty bad. He was a Rule 5 pick. We've got Randy Rosario, who was already in the Royals system. Bad. Kevin McCarthy, not terrible. Wei-Yin Chen, okay. Wei-Yin Chen, I see you. Cody Stashik was bad. And then Petit was actually pretty solid. So, like, that was, like, our one good bullpen arm to look forward to. Cueto was bad. Cobb was not terrible. Yusei Kikuchi, surprisingly, is like one of the best arms in our staff, which I did not expect at all. Same with Jordan Zimmerman, was not expecting that. And then even Nathan Eovaldi took a step back. So, you know, it just wasn't fantastic at all. You know, unfortunately, Chris Davis just couldn't get it together. Just not at all. And then when you take a look at the team, Jason Hayward, surprisingly pretty good. Miggy, pretty good. Justin Turner was a 1-year signing for $6 million. Pretty disappointing. You know, Lourdes Gurriel was good, 33 home runs. Wilson Contreras was pretty decent, only 19 home runs, but he still put up a good average OPS. Grichuk, 30 home runs though. Dexter Fowler was not as good as he was the year before. Rougned Odor was even worse somehow while putting up the same amount of home runs. And then Austin Martin in his rookie season put up some pretty good numbers. So pretty abysmal, pretty disappointing. And like I said, like I could continue to go and like just slowly get rid of all these big contracts, but I really just wanted to test out a 1-year sim with the worst contract team. And remember, in the comment section, let me know some players I did miss out. Jake Arrieta, there was a couple others that I mentioned that I could have put, like Crush Davis, a couple other different names. Let me know who I missed down below. And that's about it, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Hit that thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you like MLB content. And that's it. I'm going to leave you with 2 videos on screen now. Go and give them a watch if you haven't yet. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.